Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. As Doctor Who this week was on video, I thought I'd join you again on video, if that's alright. Legends of the Sea Devils. Now, as always, I have my trusty notebook, because I obviously had to write a few things down. But welcome to the shed. So, you know Justice League? Bear with me, it does make sense. We've got a 4-hour-long Snyder version of Justice League, which was kind of what was intended. And we all love it because we've seen it now. But this is not the version we got first. The version of Justice League that we got first was the Whedon edit. Now, the reasons why Snyder wasn't available are well documented and not worth going into right now because they're all actually a bit sad. But what basically we got was something that wasn't as good. It was choppy. We didn't quite know why. And it was much shorter than we thought. We kept thinking when we were watching it, oh, there's something missing here. This isn't really what we had in mind. Which is fine. But it's wrong. Because we've ended up with the longer version. For us Doctor Who fans out there, a much better thing to think about would be, say, Ghostlight. Ghostlight is 3 episodes long. If it was 4 episodes long, it would make more sense. It would have more exposition. And it would just kind of be a bit better, arguably. Yes, I know, you can at me if you want. I don't care. at Tin Dog Podcast. But you know what I mean. So that's kind of how I felt about this story. It's nowhere near as good as you would think. Because it just felt weird. Plots, tiny things didn't make sense. The Sea Devils can suddenly teleport. That's not a bit of technology that they've dealt with before. The Silurians kind of burrowed their way underground and then came up as if from nowhere, but that was not teleportation. And then they've got teleportation technology, and yet they still do a massive jump for no adequately explored reason. What was that about? That was just weird. No, I didn't enjoy the jump. Now, I was born on the very day that the Sea Devils was first broadcast. And as such, I've got kind of a on-off love-hate, not even a love-hate relationship. I just really like the Sea Devils. I always have. I even like Warriors on the cheap. Warriors of the Deep, sorry. And I always have. I like their design. I really like their guns. So why have they got swords here? I'll tell you the reason for why. It's the pitch. Now, you remember that you've got a meeting and you've got everyone sat around and they go, all right, lads, we've got an episode extra to make. Somebody pitched something, didn't they? Yes. Sea Devils and pirates. Okay, what else have you got? Got Sea Devils and pirates. Okay. Will there be swashbuckling? Yes. Can we make it an historical celebrity episode? We can, because we've been listening to Greg Jenner on Radio 4 come up with some lovely stuff about pirate queens. Brilliant. You've got female characters who've been forgotten in history, who kind of turn up a bit in Pirates of the Caribbean, but not really, because they're the films, later on in the series that no one's really watched. And then we can do that. That's great. That works for me. Let's keep going. Let's go for it. Well, you know what? That's all you got. And I know it was made in a time of COVID, which means you've got not a particularly great thing going on when it comes to the amount of cast you can have. But it just felt so rushed, so choppy, so badly thought through. The Sea Devils spacecraft, ship, stolen thing that was 300 years old. Oh, and that was released. That's just confused people. There was a Sea Devil statue. How he got frozen as a statue, I don't know. It's probably gone into. I was paying attention. I really was paying attention. But no, it wasn't there. So you've got that going on. Yeah, the Sea Devil statue, in the still, it did look a lot like it was a giant statue. On the subject of giants, what's with the shot-for-shot recreation from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea of the Kraken thing attacking, the thing that definitely wasn't a Merca? Definitely wasn't a Merca. Oh no. Now, we can live with that. It would have been nice if they'd gone, oh, it's cousin of the Merca, or it's a distant relation, the way that the Silurians are cousins of the Sea Devils. Oh, Did you see the week beforehand, there was this big internet meme going around that said, oh, you know, the Doctor was saying, sea devils. And the sea devil was going, land bastards. And that was hilarious. And then in the actual episodes, it was like, oh, land parasites. Even funnier, even better. Great line. You see, it was a collection of very nice moments. Just didn't hold together very well. One thing, and I will defend Jodie's Doctor. But the one thing that I always have trouble with her is her exposition, her baffle gap, her technobabble. I just feel that even she doesn't believe it. And with old doctors like Colin and especially Tom, you got the feeling that they really believed what they were saying, which I kind of, is that acting? I suppose it would be. But it works. I mean, it works really well. So yeah, let's have a look at the notes. It did feel like the pitch. Why does the seabed collapse? For no adequately explored reason. My daughter, who was watching, did turn to me at this point and say, oh, that's the best bit of the episode. And I went, what? The cuttlefish. The effect of the cuttlefish was by far the best thing in the episode for her, which is a bit sad, but to be expected. So shot for shot, 2008. Oh, Dan. What's with Dan? Oh, yeah. I want to let them get on together and just have some quality time together. I'll just swim across from here to here where you don't see, dressed as a pirate, fully clothed. Climb on board a pirate ship. How would you do that? There's no ropes, there's no axes, there's no throwing lines or anything like that mentioned. There's nothing. He just kind of swims over and climbs up, and then there's a bit of exposition. There's a lot of bit of exposition. Pirate Queen really does feel disused, unused in this story, because then you've got the 300-year-old pirate bloke, and just like, you know, old man from Flux, he's going to sacrifice himself for the greater good. Yes, he's 300 years out of time, and my daughter just said, why didn't he crumble? That's fine. You don't know. Why did they keep him alive? You just don't know. There's so much stuff not gone into. It's as if we need the Target novelization just to expand and make things better. And then we've got Thasmin. I'm not quite sure why it's called Thasmin. Is it the Dr. Yasmin? Should it be Dasmin? Dosmin? Either way. Look, I don't really care. But the rest of the episode felt so rushed that when they finally sat down on the beach for the chat, which kind of should have been just a recreation of the whole Capaldi speeches and David Tennant speeches of, well, I think you'll find that although we do have some sort of connection, I am considerably older than you. And yeah, they are very much older than the human. The Master's right. We're just pets. We really are just pets to this alien. I'm sorry, I'm with Donna on this one. Whoever is playing the Doctor, they might seem attractive and wild, but they're not human. They're not human on a big level. They're practically godlike. River Song can take on the Doctor, but mainly because she's got the same abilities and the same life as him. Which brings me, rather sadly, or rather excitedly, to the Next Time trailer. You see, the Next Time trailer isn't even the elephant in the room. It's got Tegan, it's got Ace, who are two of my all-time favourite companions, in it. I love their acting, I love their ability, I love what they bring to the role. And thanks to Big Finish, and let's face it, on TV, they're the characters who had the most development of any of the companions. They were just wonderful, seriously brilliant companions. I did have a soft spot in my heart for both of them, and it is so good that they're back. I'll try and create, if you're interested, some sort of rewatch list so that we can all familiarise ourselves with the past companions and how great they were. I even used to have a VHS that was just Tegan's best stories and just Ace's best stories with all of the bits cut out that I could just shove in and have on in the background. I had been that sad and edited these things together. So if you want me to do that, or if you want me to produce, say, a list of all of the Big Finish stories that they've done that I really do like, then I'm more than willing to do that and bring that to the table. You message me on that one. So, arguably, could this have been called Primates of the Caribbean? No, because it's not in the Caribbean, and we're the primates, and the Doctor isn't a primate, and there's lots of design choices. And you know what? There are some people out there saying that the best thing you could do if you were the new showrunner is not make episodes of Doctor Who. Just make brilliant next time trailers. Because that's what we love. We loved the next time trailer for this next one. God knows what else they're not showing us for the next one. I mean, how good is that going to be? But we could be disappointed. So, I'll just have a quick look at my notes to see if I've forgotten anything. No, it's all there. That's it. So, with that, I'll say farewell, and I'll speak to you all very soon, probably about Doctor Who. So until next time, be seeing you.